YourClassical's Rhapsody in Black from 8 p.m., where we turn up the voices of Black artists in the world of classical music. I'm here at the historic Capri Theater. It's been serving its community since 1927, and its mission is to provide a safe and welcoming space for people of all ages through educational, artistic, and youth opportunities.
Well, where we're sitting was built in 1927. There was a point where they had to decide, are we going to invest money in this building and keep it open and available for the community, or are we going to sell it to someone and let them make that choice? And the agency made the decision to invest in North Minneapolis.
For more than a decade, the SBCO has partnered with the Capri to perform world-class concerts, especially aimed at families and youth in North Minneapolis.
Because I was one of those guys that I initially said, but this is when I was much younger. I was like, I don't want to hear no classical. I didn't even want to hear jazz, but then grew up being a jazz singer. We've introduced classical music here, like on Saturdays for the kids. And there's some adults say, I don't want to hear that classical stuff. I don't want to, that's not my, but then they come and they experience this and they see the kids just being engaged in it. That in itself causes a new awareness and a whole appreciation that your mind could have been closed to, but then you come to learn the beauty of it. And if you change one, you can change the whole community. So yeah, and it just brings a lightness and a joy here.
In fact, Northside residents can attend every concert for free.
Whereas in bigger halls, we come in the stage door or the back door and then we go home. This space is conducive to that interaction, even if it's just a glance or a thanks for coming or thanks for playing. It goes both ways.
One of those programs is St. Paul Chamber Orchestra's North Side series.
About 5 years into the relationship, we were having a community lunch. Been asking the question, what do you want from this? What would you like to see from this partnership? And we heard three things. I think my takeaways, Capri's takeaways, were we want to feature the talent that resides on the North Side. We want to invest in our young people because they are the future of this community. And we want you to join us, frankly, in helping to combat the negative stereotype that is often portrayed of North Minneapolis. And those were really powerful directives.
I get these ideas and I've learned that I have to stop opening my mouth in meetings. Because we were just in a meeting back in 2017, and I don't know, it was one of the first meetings. And I said, I have this idea of how about bringing classical and gospel together and mix in some jazz, mix in some spoken word to come together at a time when every time you turn on the news, all of the words that have been spoken about North Minneapolis was the bad stuff, all the bad things that were going. So my wish was that we could come together with this beautiful music that classical is and the richness of gospel. Put together a group of singers, a rainbow. Everybody's singing together and learning together and learning to love and support each other.
This particular show, which is sold out, is the last of the 2023-2024 Northside series. The program also highlights the SBCO's new Sandbox composer in residence, Valerie Coleman. Her composition, Afro-Cuban Concerto, will be the centerpiece of the evening.
It's been intense in a good way. I'm playing the Afro-Cuban Concerto by Valerie Coleman, and it's an amazing piece, but it is very detailed and intricate, and there are a lot of grooves that have to fit together, but she breaks it up between the different instruments. So you have to fit all that together while still, having the whole thing in mind. So It's particularly special for me. Way back, I was in high school and had just started bassoon, really getting into classical music. My parents brought me a CD of Imani Wind's for Christmas, and that Afro-Cuban concerto was on the CD, and I didn't even piece it together until now. This is my first time playing the Afro-Cuban concerto. But it's like all these memories come flooding back because I wore that CD out. I was listening to it all the time. So it's special for me to come to this because I've known it and heard it for so long.
Something that stuck out to me while I was at the Capri was how much this program meant to the community, the performers, and the organizers.
I hang out with Janet all the time now. we have a regular happy hour. Kevin West, who works here, he helped produce some of the Northside celebrations. I've just learned so much from him. We come here, they're all here all the time. This is a small staff, so every time we're here for anything, they're all here. And, they are just the best people.
What they're doing at the Capri can't be categorized as outreach. Their relationship with the community over north is built on trust. It's a place to talk and think and grow together. And at the Capri, classical music opens new ways of relating to each other.
And the community looks forward to coming. It sells out, because we do a performance in St. Paul, and then we do 2 here, one at North High. So it's just a beautiful thing, and people were leaving and talking to each other. And I was like, oh my God, this is beautiful. We're talking to each other, coming together as a community. Yeah.
Few programs like this exist in Minneapolis, let alone the Midwest. The partnership between the Capri and St. Paul Chamber Orchestra helps amplify Black voices in classical music, with free concerts for all Northside residents. A huge thanks to Janet and Aaron for helping organize this, plus everyone who took the time to speak with us.